cinders, you shall go to the ball.
Every bride dreams of the perfect wedding day.
Princess Day.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
But some take it to extremes. Meet the brides who will stop at nothing to get what they want.
If I can't find the perfect dress, there just won't be a wedding.
Tutu skirt.
No, very.
No matter what it takes.
It looks lovely. I look like a £10 hugger.
Or what it costs.
I don't actually know how much we've spent.
You know when you just feel like you're doing so much stuff and like trying to hold everything together.
And heaven help anyone who gets in the way.
That bridesmaid is no longer coming to my wedding.
Don't drink anymore. Don't drink anymore.
I'm gonna be sick.
You have got my rings, haven't you?
I want to kill her.
If you were like that at the end of the aisle, I will not walk down it.
That bitch needs to die.
This week, one bride is determined to walk up the aisle in style, no matter who she has to boss around to get there.
You tell him to give you the keys right now. No, you tell him I said right now. You don't tell him I'm playing, I'm not playing anymore.
And another bride, or groom, won't be tying any knots unless he looks the part first.
Why do I do it to myself? Too painful.
In Bridgend, Wales, 23-year-olds Rhiannon Lewis and James Taylor have been together for 4 years, after first meeting on a boozy night out.
So I met James outside Hobo's and I'd had too much to drink and so had he. And I literally just stumbled into his arms and he tried to kiss me and I literally just said, I don't even know who you are. And the first words that came out of his mouth were, I'll be whoever you want me to be, baby. And it was so cringy.
Rhiannon has a very clear idea of what sort of wedding she wants and believes she can get it.
I have my moments where I'm nasty, but that's only if things aren't going my way. And usually they do, so there's no problem. So I'm a self-confessed diva. It's my way or the highway. The theme of our wedding is Beauty and the Beard, inspired by one of our favourite films. So it's like fairy tale, enchanted wood, a little bit rustic, a little bit glamorous, all just mashed together. My mum is appalled that there's 100 people coming. She's picking up the bill. But this was actually rammed at the start. I had so many different ideas. All of my bookings in here, every receipt, all my menu choices. As much as some people have helped me, the majority of this is all me. There is no one else who did anything. It was all me. It's a really big deal to me. I know the world keeps on spinning, but mine has come to a complete halt.
But with only £1,000 to spend, that's easier said than done.
Our wedding started with a budget of about £1,000 and it has gradually risen to about 15,000. I found a venue that I fell in love with and immediately burst into tears and demanded that I get married at this place, and if I don't get married here, I'll never get married. So I called my dad and I cried and he paid the deposit, and then I batted my eyelids at my mother a lot, and my mum has kindly helped out and helped raise that budget to where it needs to be. Batting your eyelids and crying your eyes out, it does help to get what you want.
Rhiannon doesn't suffer fools gladly, as her bridesmaids soon discover.
It's been quite a stressful couple of months for all of us, I think, so we're all on the wedding day.
This is it. No more alterations, that's how it is.
And it's her sister Bethan who's getting most of the heat.
I don't like the dress. You know I don't.
There's the door.
Rhiannon and James have a 1-year-old boy, Emmett, and they have big plans for him on their wedding day.
So I've got my heart set on Emmett driving down the aisle in his toy car, and I just know that James can teach him. Yeah, by hook or by crook, he's driving down the aisle, even if I have to shove him down.
But first, Rhiannon's striving for perfection and she needs yet another hair and makeup trial.
I've had 11 hair trials so far, and none of them have lived up to my standard. I have no idea why people don't listen to what I'm saying. Maybe they think they know better than me, which they don't. They don't know better than me.
Best friend Gemma is on hand to provide moral support through what may be a distressing few hours. Rhiannon's 11th makeup trial.
Rhiannon is quite a perfectionist. I think if it isn't perfect and it isn't just so, she'll probably throw a hissy fit and walk out.
So I've had problems with other hairstylists where they wanted to do a more slick, sleek hairstyle, whereas I wanted a more like Belle from Beauty and the Beast's hair.
You look beautiful. You do look like Belle.
I had a problem with my younger sister who thought the dress was too old for her and wanted a similar dress to some of the smaller, slighter girls. I got to a point where I was so fed up of all my bridesmaids just saying whatever. I was going to say, right, I'm going to put you all in peach. They all went very quiet, surprisingly.
I think it'll be nice for all of us to be done with the stress. Yeah. Because like every time you've been stressed out, we've all been stressed out.
Also planning a dream wedding is 22-year-old wannabe model Nathan from Stoke-on-Trent.
I'm sure everyone you probably meet would say I'm a diva, but I only like good things, you know. There's no point getting married if it's going to look shit.
Luckily for him, the man he's marrying is laid-back Mike, who's 31 and used to dealing with Nathan's diva moments.
I'm the queen of this house.
No,
bitch.
You're not. You certainly not.
I am.
No, far from it. You're the queen of your own little bubble you sit in.
No.
But you ain't the queen of anything else.
And in Nathan's bubble, image is key. In fact, he's already spent £40,000 on cosmetic procedures to look just like his beauty icon, Katie Price.
Katie Price is my idol. I've followed her from like when I was younger, and then to the point where I've had like surgery to look like her. You know what I mean? Like my nose. So I've had my nose done twice.
Not that husband-to-be Mike's that bothered.
No, he doesn't need to do it for me. He doesn't need to do anything for me because, to me, he's perfect the way he is.
I don't cook, you know.
But when Mike popped the question, it wasn't perfect enough for Nathan.
You brought me a ring from Argos. It must have been about 10, 15 quid. I thought, I'm not putting that on my finger, no chance.
Less than that?
It was less than that, see? Oh my God, it was like a shit gold. I've never put anything like that on my fingers. They're expensive.
And expensive is just the word to describe the elaborate plans Nathan started making for their wedding.
At first, there was a budget, but then my expectations were just like, you know, I wanted everything. In the morning, I'd get my hair and makeup done. I'd get a limousine to the helicopter place. My mum would have a helicopter, Michael's mum would have a helicopter, Michael would have a helicopter, the bridesmaids would have a helicopter. So we'd all get helicopters. Then I'd get a horse and carriage, the Katie Price, you know, the carriage thing, to the wedding.
Nathan's like, well, I'm having this, I'm having that, I'm having this, and you know, like, it's just stuck an extra 20 grand on it. And I'm like, no, enough's enough.
So Mike put his foot down and settled on a bargain alternative, stateside.
Just me and you, isn't it? There's no friends, there's no family, it's just me and Nathan. We're going to Vegas, turn up at the little white wedding chapel, have the ceremony, bish bash bosh, out the door.
And it just so happens it's where Katie Price wed second hubby Alex Reid. So now Nathan feels even more inclined to measure up.
And obviously the marriage is amazing, you know, that's what we're going for. But to me, I think I need to look good for the wedding. I think that's the most important thing for me.
Nathan's taking extreme measures to make sure he looks the part. 8 weeks before the wedding, he's having a third and risky nose job.
Third time lucky, I say. There's hardly no cartilage left, so there's a 70% chance that it will collapse.
But it's a risk he's willing to take to look like his idol, Katie Price, on the big day.
I just want a more feminine nose, and I love her nose. My nose job is the most nerve-wracking thing, you know, prior to the wedding. You need to look perfect. If it doesn't, then it's just going to completely ruin my photos. I need to be, like, photo perfect.
Fingers crossed, if he looks good, then it'll be worth it.
Nathan now has a nervous few weeks wait to see if he's finally achieved the perfect look for his wedding.
Why do I do it to myself? It's too painful.
Thanks to cost overruns, spendaholic diva Nathan has already had one wedding cancelled. He and his boyfriend Mike now plan to travel to Las Vegas to tie the knot instead. But first, Nathan wants a nose like Katie Price. A week after his surgery, Nathan's about to see his new nose for the first time.
Morning.
You okay?
Yeah, you. Come on, sit down. How are you feeling?
Really sore. But it's expected, isn't it? I mean, it was worse than the second time, but it's not worse than the first time.
Let's just have a look at what the line looks like.
Yeah, because that's what we want.
And hopefully you've sorted your nose out.
Third time lucky, I say. Oh God, smile.
It's the moment of truth for Nathan, who's hoping he's finally achieved his ideal Katie Price nose. It's not only his third nose job.
Are you ready?
Nathan's also had chin filling, cheek filling, teeth work and tanning costing a whopping 40 grand, all to look like his favourite celeb.
It's so weird. Does it look better?
Still swollen?
Yeah. Oh, I can't laugh. Still swollen, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will that go, do you think?
Not immediately though.
Do you think it looks different?
You look handsome anyway.
Oh, thanks so much. Do you think it looks good?
Yeah.
But has Nathan got the perfect result in time for his wedding?
Oh yeah, I
What
can
do you
tell.
think?
Yeah, I genuinely do like it at the minute, but I did like the others. And then a few weeks later, then you notice, like, actually, ew. Oh my God, it's so sore.
Sit, darling. We need to see you in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Post-op, so that'll be just before you go to Vegas for your wedding.
Vegas, baby.
After months of back and forth over her wedding dress, today Welsh wonder Rhiannon is ready for her final fitting. And once again, Gemma gets to provide a glowing review.
Okay, that's all done. You ready now for the big reveal?
Yes, I am.
Let's do this.
I'm a little bit nervous about how Rhiannon's going to react if she doesn't fit into her dress. I think she's going to have a bit of a panic attack. Hopefully it'll be fine and there won't be a problem.
It's the moment of truth.
Ready? What do you think?
That's gorgeous.
Yeah?
Oh, that's so pretty.
Is it more princessy than you thought, but not quite?
Yeah.
I know what
There's
you're
only
gonna
one
say.
thing.
A little bit more back for that.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
this like
That looks-
this.
That looks much nicer.
The makeup is beautiful. I love the makeup.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
Even though her budget is tiny, this dress is designed for all of a modern bride's needs.
I got pockets, which is great. Phone on me, fags in the other pocket.
It's gorgeous.
Do you like it? Yeah.
I do, you're stunning.
I feel like a bride. I feel like a princess. I don't know what James is going to think. I just hope it's good. He would never tell me he doesn't like it. He doesn't have the balls.
As it turns out, James has other things on his mind just now. Driving lessons, for example.
I'm about to try to teach my child to drive in a straight line. I don't think it's going to go very well. But Rhiannon's got her heart set on Emmett driving down the aisle. If he doesn't manage to do it, I think she'll won't be too pleased.
James has decided to let Emmett skip the theory test for today and concentrate on basic manoeuvring.
The purpose of this is so that he can drive in a straight line, basically, which he isn't achieving.
Disappointingly, Emmett seems to immediately forget his father's instructions.
Going very well. Come on, Emmett. All you've got to do is drive in a straight line. How hard can it be?
Emmett needs to demonstrate full control of his vehicle at all times. But all he's driving his father to is distraction.
I think there might be a few insurance claims put in against him at the wedding. Skip back to my mother.
While it looks like a long road ahead for Emmett, 160 miles north in Stoke, 2 weeks have passed since Nathan's surgery. The swelling's gone down, but is it third time lucky for his perfect nose?
I'm very relieved that it looks better and, you know, the pain's still there, but I mean, I can cope with the pain. I just wanted my photos to look amazing for my wedding.
Katie Price nose, tick. And Nathan sorted a more expensive replacement for the cheap engagement ring Mike bought him.
That's my ring. It wasn't blingy enough for me. It was when I first bought it, but then I was like, oh no. I mean, it's 18 carat, I don't know if that's good enough, because I don't wear rings. I have gone back in the shop since and seen the most biggest bling one, and I really want to change it, but Mike won't let me. And that's Mike's. He's gone for like more of a, you know, like a boy one. This is nice, but not as nice as mine.
Also matching are the boys' suits, in the style of another of Nathan's TV idols.
That's kind of mine. Looks nicer on. It's a bit like Danny Dyer, EastEnders, West End, I think.
Danny Dyer suits, tick.
I can't get them back in. Mike can.
A week before their wedding, Nathan and husband-to-be Mike are preparing to leave for Vegas.
Yeah, why am I packing this when you're just standing there?
I'm holding these babies. My biggest concern at the moment is like forgetting all the paperwork, making sure I've got the rings, the money, the wedding clothes.
But he's not so concerned he's inclined to do anything about it.
Yeah, I just normally sit here when I'm packing, and that might do it all. Not in a nasty way, just that he's better at packing than me. Michael, put it neater than that.
But while Nathan is chilling and giving orders...
Nathan, shut your mouth.
Mike's getting a bit hot under the collar.
Look at me now. Have you got everything?
I don't know, Nathan.
Why don't you know?
Because I'm trying to do this. You're just sitting there. I'm trying to get everything done. I can't think. So basically, Nathan's stressing me out because I'm trying to pack everything. I'm trying to think if we've got everything, and he's just sitting there. Have you got everything?
Have you got everything?
Case is packed, hopefully with everything. Mike just remembers the all-important documents for the wedding chapel.
Can't be going far without them.
And minutes before they're about to leave, Nathan finally contributes.
Oh, I know what you need.
What?
Birth certificates. Yeah, I've got yours, haven't you?
I don't know what it says. Why didn't you tell me all this before? You stress out at your strength.
I don't know if you need them or not. I'm sure you don't, do you? Because you can have a spontaneous thing over there.
Yeah, because you wouldn't necessarily take your birth certificate with you. You've got your passports.
Have you got that insurance card? Do you know the National Health one? No.
No, because it doesn't exist for America. It's a European.
Have you got a wage slip of yours? We'll just take wage slip as well.
No.
You must have a wage slip in your
I
bag.
haven't. I leave them at work. They're in my locker.
Have you got anything in here of yours?
No.
You say no, like leave it, but what if...
But why didn't you tell me all this before?
I can't remember. I'm not Wonder Man.
Oh no, but you expect me to be.
While Nathan is doing his best to try Mike's patience, back in Bridgend, it's Rhiannon's chance to play Queen Bee with her bridesmaids.
Hello.
Hiya. So I've got 11 bridesmaids. 3 of those are my sisters, 1 are my niece. They're all absolutely lovely, but they're mad as a box of frogs. Beth, pay attention. So I've got 2 dresses just to suit different sizes. Smaller ones had a more slim-fitting, straight dress, whereas the bigger girls had a more flowing, curvaceous dress just to suit, making sure everybody's happy.
What dress are you in?
I don't know.
Can't replace the dresses. I have to ban them as bridesmaids.
I don't know nothing about these dresses.
The feedback from the bridesmaids has been interesting. Some of them weren't happy, some of them were. A certain person thought it was too old for her, but we'll change her opinion today. It's my wedding, it's my way of the highway, simple. If she doesn't like it, she doesn't get to be a bridesmaid.
But Rhiannon's younger sister, Bethan, isn't happy.
I don't like the dress. You know I don't.
You know where the door is?
I know, I just feel like a £10 hooker compared to everyone else.
How dare you say that? Oh my God! I can't believe you said that. That's appalling.
I do though, because everyone else looks like they're wearing diamonds.
A £10 hooker?
Yeah.
Your dress didn't cost £10?
Feels like
You're
it.
wearing diamonds.
I feel like I'm in like a black bag, but it's navy.
So start jogging.
I shall.
I think I needed this. Not much I can say, is there? There's the door. If anybody has any problems with me telling them what to do, I will remind them it's my wedding, not theirs, and it's my day, and they should listen. Or leave. Simple.
But even with Mum present to keep the peace, Bethan's not happy about her sister's dress choice for her.
Are these the shoes you're wearing?
I'm gonna wear similar.
Okay.
I don't know, it just feels huge. It feels there's a lot of material. I don't like this. Don't like this bit here, where it's very just flappy. I don't like this bit because it skims my stomach. If I changed it now, Rihanna just wouldn't make me a bridesmaid, so...
Don't cry, I can see the tears. I can see the tears. Don't cry.
I'll have to put up with it when I look like an ugly drag queen.
Bethan does have different tastes to me. She's younger, she's more full of life and got her own opinions, very, very strong-willed, so we clash, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Shall we ask if we could put a pin in like this?
That's better.
Do you want a pin like that?
It's just flappy.
Would it be able to just put a little pin by here just to pin it back? There you go.
Yeah.
Happier now?
Yeah. And I just don't like the fact that it's skimming my stomach.
So go start jogging. That's it. There's no more negotiation. That's it.
Let's go and get your bride.
After much pinning, pulling and pinching, it's time for the big reveal.
I really like it. You all look really nice. Do you want to see what you all look like together in a row? Because it is actually like, I'm pro at this.
With the bridesmaids a picture of excited expectation, it's all going swimmingly. Or is it? Back at the ranch, Rhiannon's mum tries to head trouble off at the pass with sister Bethan.
So what are you wearing on your feet?
Trainers.
Trainers.
And amazing socks.
Does Rhiannon know we're wearing trainers?
I don't think so. I don't know. White Vans or Nikes. They're beautiful trainers. So why not?
So what do you think she's going to say?
I don't care.
All right. So maybe it's not going to be...
And I won't tell her.
And you're not going to tell her?
No. She'll find out on the day. If she tries to make me wear heels or little dolly shoes, I will not walk down the aisle. I can't walk in heels, and dolly shoes make my feet look like flippers.
So we're going to have World War III about a pair of trainers?
Yeah. I don't care, though. She's got me in ugly stuff as it is. At least I'm wearing the shoes I want.
Yeah.
I hate my dress. It would be nice if I could actually look like I'm worth a bit of money, not like a £10 hooker on the corner in that dress.
So what don't you like about the dress?
It's probably can fit me and my dad in it. I just don't like the fact that I look cheap compared to my sisters. Because we're all equal. Why couldn't she just get a dress that fitted everyone? Because you can. She just decided to take the easy route.
There's a lot of you.
And choose less bridesmaids. That it is stupidly too big and it's horrible.
Do you think it's a comparison to the other dresses that the skinny girls have
When
got?
I stand next to my sister, I look bad. It makes me look like I'm wearing a black bag compared to them wearing diamonds, like. And I do look like a pig with fists in a dress.
All brides want the perfect wedding day.
My wedding, it's my way of the highway, simple.
No matter what it takes, no matter what it costs.
That's my ring. It wasn't blingy enough for me. I mean, it's 18 carat.
And when the pressure's on, all bets are off.
That's it. There's no more negotiation. That's it.
Let's go and get your bride.
Las Vegas, wedding capital of the world, and where Katie Price married second husband Alex Reid. And in just a week's time, her #1 fan Nathan will be following in her stiletto prints to tie the knot with fiancé Mike.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my God.
Champagne on arrival.
How lovely. That's nice of mint. Oh my God. That is incredible.
Look at that view.
This is unbelievable.
There's the stratosphere.
Oh yeah.
Trump Tower. When?
That's where Katie Price got married. This is incredible, isn't it?
The Eiffel Tower behind that building there.
Oh my.
There's that pyramid one.
I hate how it's going in.
Pussy.
I've got a jacuzzi bath. Oh my. Look at that. A jacuzzi bath. I'll be in there with my champagne. Suitable for a princess like me.
Highly suitable for a princess and suitable for a wedding.
Yes, for the wedding, yeah, it's amazing.
In his posh Vegas hotel, Nathan's living it up like a celebrity bride-to-be.
relentless for me.
And to top it off, it's his birthday, so he's expecting extra pampering from fiancé Mike.
So Mike, I think, is out shopping for a gift for me. If not, then I'll be disappointed, but because he never usually goes shopping on his own. Hopefully he gets me an amazing, expensive gift.
Oh dear. Mike seems to have headed straight for bargain basement rather than bling.
We are currently in the world's biggest gift shop in Las Vegas. I'm just having a mooch around in the hope I can just find a few little gifts for Nathan for his birthday, but it's just that big and there's just that much to choose from. Might be here for the rest of the holiday. We're getting some titties.
I don't like cheap crap. You should know. You should know me by now what I'll be happy with and what I won't be happy with.
I think he'd like one of these. I think he'd like her. I'll put a photo in for when we get married. Get him one of them as well.
Can you imagine if you come in with like a pencil or something like a Las Vegas souvenir pencil or, you know, a teddy? I'd be like, oh my God. I wouldn't even acknowledge it.
Loves these cups as well. I know they're only little things, but does like his cups.
Mike has no idea the risk he's taking with his diva birthday boy.
I think it's safe to say that we're finished.
And it's safe to say that Mike could well be in for it. As might Rhiannon if she doesn't take a chill pill. Her frantic attempts to juggle multiple tasks is starting to take its toll.
I haven't had a chance yet, James. I'm tidying, I'm cleaning, I'm trying to get everything done. Yes, no, I want all the logs. I need all the logs. I need every lantern. I need all the batteries for those things. So the logs, the lanterns, the batteries. It's the day before the wedding. I still got my table plan to do, write all my little table name cards up. I've got to get the foliage kept for around the centerpieces. I've got to transport them up to the venue. I've got to transport a candy cart to the venue. I've got to organise my bridesmaids. I've got to talk to them about how they're going to come out. I've got to make a timetable for the girls in the morning. I've got to make a timetable for the ushers in the morning. I've got to set some rules up, things that everybody needs to do. I've got to get all the ushers' gifts ready. I've got to get the bridesmaids' gifts ready. I've got to list the size of me. All the foliage is going to decorate around the outside of those things. I need all of that. It's got to be with me. There's no compromising, it's got to be. I've got to have it all, absolutely everything. Nothing can be left behind. And I want to be the one to do it, so I know it's the way I want it. I know that sounds really selfish, but I want it the way I want it. And I'm like freaking out now, so see you later. All right, bye. Stressful. Sorry. I gotta go and mask my pump. Oh, you fucking... I'm okay. Just having a little nerdy attack, sorry. I just need to stop stressing before I get ill again.
Rhiannon is plainly struggling to pretend that all is well.
I've had so much to do this week, I've just literally forgotten to put the gas on. And it's proper stupid of me. I can't cook me and my sister lunch. So, sorry. Beth, do you want cereal?
No, thanks.
Do you want money to go get some chips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Across the pond, it's the night before Nathan's Vegas wedding and his 22nd birthday. Mike's treating him to an all-American dinner to celebrate.
Oh, breathing. I'm hungry.
Hello. You all having a good evening so far?
Yeah.
Nathan's on top diva form this evening.
The table's could have done with a bit of cleaning.
And if you can't see the charm in the souvenir gifts Mike's got him, they might not be going to the chapel in the morning.
So basically, Got your little bag of goodies.
That's actually quite funny. What's this for?
Just a cushion for the bed.
Thanks. Oh, look at me little mug. I love presents, you know. Oh, let's have a look at this. What is this for, like? What is this just? Oh, just married to you, not me. I knew you were up to something. Is that it?
That's it, I'm afraid. I could have got you loads, but then
why didn't you?
You'd have just ended up with a suitcase full of tat.
They're not perfect, Mike. I'm going to be honest with you. They're good, but they're
Well,
not perfect.
nothing ever is perfect for you, though, is it? There's no pleasing dar, Nathan, is there?
Next morning, and despite the lack of birthday bling, Nathan and Mike are still going to the chapel. Nathan's got the Katie Price nose, the Katie Price venue, and all he needs now is the Katie Price makeover. But in true diva style, Nathan's not happy.
I've never experienced bad makeup like that before, but I told you there's always a drama.
I know. I am trying my best. I've just run all the way around Caesar's Palace for you to get you some bronzer.
I think it's the wrong colour, but if he says it's a natural colour, we'll have to do it. It's better than looking like a Grinch.
If we don't get a move on, then we're going to miss the limo. And if we miss the limo, I ain't walking and I ain't paying for the taxi. So shift your arse and get ready.
Back in Blighty, it's also Rhiannon and James's big day. There, however, the similarity ends.
I've got to say, go.
Sure.
My crown, my jewellery, my ears, everything. Fucking no one knows where it is. It's gone.
They'll find you.
I'm gonna bust a fucking nut now. Sports Direct, it's a gigantic Sports Direct bag. It's like a big one. You need it. There's no ifs, buts. It's gotta be in 5 to 10 minutes. That sparkly bag off the top of the cupboard in Bethan's room when the kids were, or where Bethan was, I need that sparkly bag off the top, and I need someone to bring me deodorant.
Meanwhile, James and best man Adam are taking a different approach to pre-match preparations.
James, how do you turn the cooker on? This is 5-star sandwich right here, this is. After this magnificent bacon sandwich, James is going to have no nerves. He's going to walk, he's going to be skipping down that aisle later. He's skipping. Yeah, I'll have two. There we are, cut into triangles because it tastes better. It's good. It's alright for boys. You just chuck your suit on and go, can't you? Yeah. And then they got 2 hours doing hair, 2 hours doing their makeup.
The most important thing for us is breakfast.
Breakfast, egg sandwich.
Done. Easy peasy.
It's 11:30, I'm getting married in an hour, and I'm just having my makeup done, and I've still got to finish my hair and find some missing cufflinks and presents and all sorts. I've literally not got my shoes, my crown, anything.
I'm gonna get them though.
I can't organise a piss up in the brewery. Everybody's just decided that I know they've got to get ready and I know they've got to think about what they're doing, but they're also missing a major factor that it is my day and you really should have listened to me and got me shit here.
Glittery bag.
Glittery bag on the top of the cupboard in Bethan's room.
In Bethan's
room in the
bedroom.
coach house, yeah.
With the mystery of the glittery bag engulfing Rhiannon's entire entourage, James and Adam have a much more serious problem to solve.
Well, we got a cravat, and the guy in the shop showed us how to tie it. And basically, I can't remember how to tie it. It's basically like a tie, but not so many knots. I can't remember.
In the coach house, on top of the wardrobe in Bethan's room, I
can't get into it. They've locked it.
Who's locked it?
Beth and Sophie have locked it.
You tell them to give you the keys right now. No, you tell them I said right now. You don't tell them I'm playing, I'm not playing anymore.
Right, no worries.
And you tell them to stay away from me. I'm not playing now. Bethan is being an absolute idiot. I get that she needs to get ready. She had time. She just needed to organise herself a bit better. I don't understand what she's wasted her time on. Fuck.
10 minutes, I'll be done with you, love.
No problem.
As Rhiannon's blood pressure continues to soar, her fiancé's best man has a confession to make.
I've never done a tie in my life.
Have you never done a tie?
No.
That's right then.
It was slightly longer.
I think it's left side's slightly longer. No. It's like a tie. Pull it through, we'll find out.
Is that the wrong way
That's
round?
the wrong way round.
I think it looks like a walrus's tongue.
For Rhiannon, however, things are now in complete meltdown. But as the old saying goes...
You're going to have to excuse me for a minute. If you want a job done, do it yourself. What? I'm going to have to go do it. So somebody...
What do you want me to do?
No, there's nothing you can do because you don't know what it is. I just need a baby grow because...
Calm down.
It's beyond a joke.
I'll have a stroke instead of you.
Because they haven't done anything.
Although the wedding venue is only downstairs, James seems blissfully unaware of the chaos going on above him.
10 to 12. I get married in 40 minutes. I was fine until I turned up, so it's getting stressful. I think Rhiannon's running on time for a change. For a change. Maybe. Maybe not.
I need to go get that because they haven't done anything they fucking said.
Well, go and get what?
All of the gifts for the cufflinks for all the boys because they haven't fucking done what he said. I'm leaving this here in a minute. You tell me to hide. Where am I sticking this stuff?
Completely enraged and with only an hour till she's due to get married, it's on with her spotted baby grow to track down the by now legendary glittery bag.
I was not feeling very well this morning. I think the driving lessons have gone up in the air. It's all gone to pot, really.
With the mystery of the glittery bag now solved and not wanting to let a good crisis go to waste, Rhiannon's found something else to lose.
My mum has got my bra in the car on a hanger. That should have been for Zoe. I need that bra.
Okay.
I need it now. That bra 2 minutes ago. Or
Okay.
like 10 minutes ago, really. And it's sunny outside. I just noticed. It's actually sunny. There's no snow, but it's sunny.
In Las Vegas, Nathan's recovered from his meltdown and he and Mike are on their way to the wedding chapel.
Finally happening. Crazy, isn't it?
Their quickie package includes limo travel, an express ceremony with a minister, and photos taken by the resident photographer who'll also be their witness.
Buttons. You've got buttons open.
All for under $400.
Look at this little Cadillac. Thank you, sir.
The balance is $298.37.
While Mike deals with the paperwork, Nathan checks his Katie Price nose one last time before meeting the minister.
Are you ready?
Second, Michael? Yep. And Nathan?
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Mr. Bassam, I'll be your official.
Brilliant.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Would you like traditional or Elvis music?
Traditional music.
Traditional. Thank you. Wonderful. Let's get you married.
Thank you.
With just the photographer to admire them, Nathan and Mike prepare to become husband and husband.
Don't cry.
No.
With this ring, I take you to be my husband, for better, for worse,
For richer or for poorer?
for richer and for poorer.
It's my pleasure to pronounce you husband and husband. And this is for me.
Just married. I'm actually husband now.
And hold it. Congratulations. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
With the formalities over, Nathan's getting to do what he loves best, posing for the camera.
Money shot. You ready, Drew? Come on in. All right? Show me what you got. There you go. Grab it.
Just trying to beat me at posing. It'll never happen.
Perfect. Smile.
Oh, throw them up.
There you go. Look right here. That's perfect right there. There you go. I got it for both. I love it. Okay?
With his perfect nose and now his perfect husband, this diva's happy, for now at least.
Appreciate you
Thank
too.
you. Thank you. Can you believe we got married finally?
won't do it again.
It was fun, wasn't it?
I won't do it again. I'd do it all day, I would.
Just get married 1,000 times.
I don't want to trip up with these shoes.
There have been tears, tantrums, and missing underwear. And with 1-year-old Emmett sadly unavailable for his driving debut, Rhiannon is finally ready for her big moment.
Could you all please stand to welcome your bride party?
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of James and Rhiannon, may I welcome you to Brungarrow House today. They will soon be making their marriage vows and will be promising love and devotion to each other. Do you take James, your present, to be your lawful wedded husband? I do. Will you cherish him, love and respect him, and stay faithful to him for the rest of your life? I'll try. No, I will.
I give you this ring
As a sign of my love.
as a sign of my love.
It's therefore my greatest honour to pronounce that you are now indeed husband and wife, and you may kiss.
With the formalities over, it's on to the bit everyone secretly prefers, the party.
It was amazing. The wedding was really good.
It was
wasn't
really good.
It was definitely worth it,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's definitely worth all the stress that she's gone through over the past few months. It all came together in the end, and Rhiannon couldn't be happier, and James couldn't be happier, and that's all that matters.
As for groom speeches, brevity is the soul of wit.
What's next? Death?
Well done, James. But after all the drama over bridesmaids' dresses, has little sis Bethan forgiven her tormentor, especially over her choice of shoes?
I am so proud of my sister. I didn't think that I'd cry, but I did. This is the happiest I've ever seen her. I loved my dress in the end. I really, really loved it. But as you can see, I've changed. I love them. They're pretty enough to wear at weddings, and I've got huge frilly socks.
They'll almost certainly be next year's big things, Bethan. Perhaps a little like the bride and groom.
This is Beauty and the Beard. This is our fairy tale wedding. And it went
Really well.
We've been planning for so long. This has exceeded all expectations, despite little bits going wrong. But all I know is I've had the best of my life, and all that frustration this morning was definitely worth it. So I'm now officially Mrs. Taylor, and it is the best feeling in the world. I'm now the same as my son and husband.
Definitely.